Rebecca is working on her garden when her neighbor, Peg, swings by to invite her and her husband Howie for dinner, but Rebecca says that unfortunately they already have plans. Which is a lie. So when Howie comes home, Rebecca has to ask him to lie about going out tonight. After they have dinner, Rebecca gets a call from the police and bails out her sister, Izzy, who got into a bar fight. Izzy asks to stay at her sister's house and Rebecca agrees. The next morning, Izzy reveals to Rebecca that she's pregnant. Rebecca is happy for her sister. In the meantime, Howie is playing squash with his friend Rick. But Howie looks sad when Rick talks about his kids. So Rick asks if they have thought of having another kid. But Howie says that they haven't. After that, Howie and Rebecca go to their support group. There's a couple made by Kevin and Gabby who have attended 8 years so far, which is much longer than the time Howie and Rebecca have attended. Rebecca makes a couple feel worse and asks Howie to leave. She's really not into the idea of group model. Later, we see Rebecca getting rid of all her deceased son's stuff, who was named Danny. Rebecca takes some of the clothes to give it to Iggy, but her sister says that she would feel weird about seeing her kid running around in Danny's clothes. So Rebecca donates the clothes, and while she's driving, she spots a boy who makes her feel something because she follows the school bus to his house. When Howie comes home, he tries to seduce his wife, but Rebecca says that things aren't nice anymore and she can't do it. Howie finds comfort in rewatching old videos of his family. The following day, Howie goes to work and Rebecca gets dressed to go visit the place where she used to work at. One of her colleagues named Gary recognizes her. He tells her that Scott went to another company. After that, she leaves to try to follow the boy she saw the other day. The boy goes inside a library and they bump into each other, but Rebecca runs away. Howie goes to the support group alone and Rebecca calls her mother, who tells her that she should go because in her experience it was very helpful when her son died. But Rebecca thinks it's not the same situation. They have very different points of view, so to end the argument, Rebecca offers to make Izzy's birthday cake. The following day, Rebecca and Howie drive to a bowling alley, which is where Izzy's birthday will take place. To Rebecca, the idea of making a party in such a place, it's only something that a 14-year-old could want. Howie says that if she doesn't want to go, they don't have to. But Rebecca insists that it's fine. Rebecca takes a look at the back seat where Danny used to sit and tells Howie that it's weird that they still have and should take it down. Howie uses the opportunity to ask about having another child. This makes Rebecca feel as if the sexy time Howie wanted the other day was to get her pregnant. Howie denies having those intentions of forcing anything, but he believes that having a baby could help them get back on track. But Rebecca now feels like they should sell the house. This is because the house reminds her so much about Danny, she can see his fingerprints and everything. Howie says that he doesn't want to move and Rebecca says that she doesn't want another baby. They almost get into a car crash, but arrive safely at the bowling place. The time to open the gifts arrives. Rebecca's gift for Izzy is a set of towels because she thought that the gifts had to be baby-oriented, but the focus should have been the soon-to-be-a-mother. So Rebecca takes the gift and says that she will buy something else. Rebecca feels very uncomfortable and makes Howie leave with her. Rebecca's mom brings out again how she went through the death of her son and was able to overcome it. But this makes Rebecca mad because she feels like comparing a 4-year-old who died chasing his dog and Arthur, her brother who was a 30-year-old drug addict who OD'd, is very unfair. The next day, Rebecca waits for the school bus to drop the boy she's been following. This time he surprises her saying that today he skipped school. The boy asks why he waits for him and Rebecca says that she thought they could talk. So they find a place to sit down. The boy introduces himself as Jason. He says that he had already been accepted to college, so he's not too worried about skipping school some days. Then Jason says that he's really sorry about what happened the other day and he wishes he had driven down a different block that day. Rebecca says that it's okay, but Jason has to go now. However, he asks if they can talk again sometime. Rebecca agrees. When Howie goes to the support group, he sees that Gabby is smoking in the parking lot, so he approaches her and she shares some of her stuff with him. But as the participants speak, Howie and Gabby can't hold their laughter. Later, Howie arrives home, but he gets really mad when he sees that the video he used to watch of Danny is gone, so he believes she deleted it. Rebecca says that she didn't do anything and that he shouldn't be mad because they have a ton of other videos of him. This causes the couple to get into a fight about all the things they could have done differently so that their son wouldn't have died. Howie says that he wants Danny's dog back and that something has to change because he can't continue living like this. The next day, Rebecca and Jason meet up again. He asks if she liked the book that he recommended to her about the parallel universe. Rebecca says that it was interesting, but she's not convinced of that idea. Then Jason shows her the comic book he's been writing and explains that the book helped him write it. Jason says the plot is about a scientist and his son. The father discovers this network of holes that leads to other galaxies and parallel universes. The scientist dies, so the son has to go into a rabbit hole to try to find him, but what he finds is another version of his life. Jason says that it's not finished yet, but when it is he will let Rebecca read it. This time when Howie drives to the support group, he tells Gabby that he doesn't want to go in this time, so they go to an arcade. There Gabby confesses that Kevin was not showing up to the group because he left her. Howie says that he really loves his wife and then he goes home. Howie tells Rebecca that it's time for them to sell the house because it's probably for the best. The following day, Rebecca invites her mother over to help her put out all of Danny's remaining stuff out of the boxes because she believes it'd be good that the potential buyers picture it as the perfect room for their kid. Howie gets back Danny's dog, which had been taken care of by Augie, Izzy's boyfriend. Rebecca is baking some apple pie for the open house. Howie believes that they should stay, but Rebecca thinks otherwise. So it's just Howie who stays how the process goes and helps to show the people his house. The couple that comes feels a little odd when Howie mentions that he lost his son. Rebecca is doing some grocery shopping with Izzy when she hears that a mother is refusing to buy his son some candy. Rebecca walks up to her and demands that she buys that candy for him. The mother says that she doesn't allow sweets into her home and that she would know best if she was a mom. This makes Rebecca lose her mind and slap the woman. When Rebecca arrives home, Jason unexpectedly shows up to give her the comic book. Howie is very confused about what's happening. Rebecca explains that they decided to meet in the park a few times. Howie gets really angry and says that he should show some respect by not coming to their house the way he did. Later, Howie decides to go out for a walk with the dog, but the dog goes straight into the place where Danny lost his life, which makes Howie feel sad. Rebecca and her mother put away Danny's stuff. Rebecca asks if the pain ever goes away and her mother replies that it doesn't, but at some point the pain becomes bearable and you even forget it for a while, but then you reach in for whatever reason and there it is, that sad reminder. Rebecca pours her whole attention into reading Jason's comic and seems to find comfort in it. Howie calls Gabby and tells Rebecca that he's going to the support group. Rebecca drives to meet up with Jason. But when she sees him, she has a panic attack remembering what happened the other day. Howie has second thoughts about doing anything with Gabby and leaves. Rebecca spent the whole night in her car, so in the morning, Jason makes sure to wake her up. They walk to their usual place at the park. Rebecca compliments Jason's comic and says that it reminded her of Eurydice and Orpheus. Then she asks if he actually believes that the parallel universe is real. Jason replies that it's basic science because the universe is infinite. Rebecca says that then this is just the sad version of them, but finds comfort in knowing that there's other versions in which their lives are nicer. When Rebecca returns home, Howie confesses that he felt scared because he thought she had left. But Rebecca surprisingly now wants to invite Rick and Debbie over for a cookout. Rebecca says that they have to get Emily a gift because it was her birthday some weeks ago. Howie thinks it's a wonderful idea. They finally allow themselves to continue living their lives despite knowing that they will never fully recover from the loss of their beloved, Danny.